Headlines: The Senate continues to pass funding bills despite Republican opposition. The Senate has passed two spending bills in the past 24 hours. The first was a $1 trillion infrastructure bill that received a surprising amount of Republican support, even though presumptive GOP leader Donald Trump warned Republicans against voting for the bill. The second bill, a $3.5 trillion budget blueprint, was much more ambitious and received zero support from Republicans in the Senate. The sweeping legislation, if signed into law, would provide billions of dollars in funding for a variety of America's social services and progressive policies. It is expected to receive a lot of pushback from Republicans in the House and will be difficult to pass without every Democratic representative on board. The House is expected to take up the measures when it reconvenes in the fall. However, despite these two victories, the Republicans also won a victory when they blocked Democrats' efforts to advance a voting and elections overhaul bill. The state of New York is preparing to welcome a new governor in 2 weeks when current Governor Andrew Cuomo resigns. Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul will be sworn in as New York's first female governor. Hochul, who has been lieutenant governor since 2015, served one term in Congress as a representative from New York before losing her re-election bid in 2013. Kathy Hochul is a Democrat who hails from Buffalo, New York. FEMA conducted a test of its emergency alert system today. Many citizens may have received an alert on their cell phones or heard it broadcast over radio and TV. The announcement stated that it was only a test and that no action was needed. According to a press release from FEMA, the test is intended to ensure public safety officials have the methods and systems that will deliver urgent alerts and warnings to the public in times of an emergency or disaster. The American Northwest continues to suffer under an unprecedented heat wave. The National Weather Service in Portland, Oregon is warning of temperatures in excess of 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the coming days. Oregon's Governor Kate Brown has declared a state of emergency and activated an emergency operations center, citing concerns over the potential for disruptions to the power grid and transportation. The temperatures in the region are expected to cool down a bit over the coming weekend. A 47-year-old man has been charged in federal court with setting at least one arson fire near the so-called Dixie Fire that is currently ravaging California. The man has been identified as Gary Stephen Maynard of San Jose and who previously worked for Santa Clara University. The man is also being considered a suspect in possible 3 other fires that began around the same time. Tropical Storm Fred continues its track into the Gulf. The storm system is currently 30 miles west of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic and has maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour. It's moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour and is expected to make landfall in the U.S. Gulf region in the coming days. Wildfires devastate Europe as temperatures continue to climb. Greece continues to battle raging forest fires throughout the country. Forest fires have also plagued Turkey and Italy. Experts agree the fires are largely due to the unprecedented droughts that have plagued the region in recent years. Greece in particular had just passed through one of its worst dry spells in over 30 years when the fires began to break out. Greece is reporting that over 900 firefighters are currently battling the flames with support from Poland, Romania, Cyprus, Ukraine, Serbia, Slovakia, and Moldova. An anti-vaccine nurse in Germany has been arrested under suspicion of injecting patients with a placebo rather than the vaccine. Nearly 9,000 people are suspected of having been given the worthless shot instead of an injection of a COVID vaccine. The nurse, who has not been publicly identified, first admitted to giving only 6 patients shots of saline solution after she came under suspicion in April. However, testing has revealed a larger group of patients were affected than previously thought. In addition, German police have revealed that the nurse had shared anti-vax posts on social media. In other global pandemic news, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has added 7 additional destinations to its COVID-19 Level 4 Very High Risk category for travel. The CDC's parameters define the very high-risk category as having more than 5,000 cases per 100,000 residents in the last 4 weeks. The list now includes France, Israel, Thailand, Iceland, Aruba, French Polynesia, and Eswatini, bringing the total to 74 nations. I'm Tim Adkins. This has been your Daily News Update.